gotta tell you, I'm so happy to be here on Shaw. If I can get me half as famous as the Fireplace Channel, I know I'm doing good. If you take one message away from tonight's show, I want it to be this. Handlebar mustaches, not the babe magnets everyone says they are. Why is it when a woman comes up to me and says, you know, you do a lot better if you lost the mustache, and I go, you know, you do a lot better if you lost 15 pounds, suddenly I'm the only jerk in that conversation. We recently had a talent show here in town, and one of the judges at the talent show was one of the local female DJs, a gorgeous woman. I can't mention her name, but she's on billboards all over town. She walks into the club, and I think, hey, it's my chance to score some brownie points. So I walk up to her and I go, excuse me, miss, but may I escort you to the judge's table? That's exactly what I say. May I escort you to the judge's table? But judging from her reaction, what she hears is, get in the van. Sadly enough, I'm used to that. I have some very good news. I'm very happy, very proud. A friend of mine recently announced to me he got his 10-year chip from AA. He celebrated his 10th year of sobriety, which is actually a pretty major accomplishment. The cool thing is I knew him when he was an alcoholic. And when he was an alcoholic, when he got drunk, he was a total jackass. The cool thing is the moment he sobered up, we figured out alcohol had nothing to do with it. I think he might actually be in the audience tonight. I don't know. It's kind of nice. I have kind of a strange living arrangement. I live with my sister, my brother-in-law, my 9-year-old niece. And growing up in a house or living in a house where there's a little kid growing up is just absolutely fantastic because they come out with the most amazing stuff. I was out working in the backyard one time, and my niece runs up to me and she goes, Uncle Shawn, there's a surprise around every corner. You just got to believe that it's there. And I'm thinking, what reincarnation of the Dalai Lama are you, my little child? It's fantastic. Not too long ago, I got to go to her Halloween party at school. She went as a princess fairy, which apparently is a princess with wings. I had no idea. I went as Satan. Got to think, I stick a couple horns on, I look the part, right? Not the way to find out your niece goes to a Catholic girls' school. But I made it into the yearbook, and that's the important thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. My dad was an old Ukrainian construction foreman, toughest old guy I ever knew. And he ran the house like a job site. I mean, if you showed up late for chores, he docked you your allowance. That's how bad it was. And it got so bad, my brother, my sister, and myself decided to unionize. But before we could call a general strike, he replaced us with a bunch of Filipino kids. I don't even think that was legal. But the point I am trying to make is this. I grew up with this old man, and I grew up on a farm. And when you grow up on a farm and your pets get sick, your dad takes them for a walk, and the coyotes mysteriously get them. It got so bad, one year we lost 5 cows, 2 pigs, a cow, and my grandmother, for God's sake. Eventually I had to take the old man aside and say, how big are these coyotes? I have to walk to school by myself. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Shawn Gramiak. Have a good night.